So, great team effort there, man. Especially after the way that game started. First inning, gave up a couple runs there. Lachi, not real sharp. Leaving a lot of balls out over the plate. They came in with a good game plan, getting extended and driving the ball to right field there. But something we've been doing all year really is answering back. After we give up some runs, our offense has been relentless and putting up runs right away, and that's demoralizing on the team. So, and it was a lot of different faces today. Peralta with the home run, his first one of the year, opposite field, and guys like Dubovik, a simple little 2-out single in the hole, and then to extend the inning, and then Milano comes in with a big double down the right field line that scores him there. So it's a little bit of everything. Good solid defense. We had one error on a pickoff attempt to first base, and the bullpen was outstanding. But 4 shutout innings there at the end. So. And we're able to get everybody out there for one inning, kind of get their feet wet. So we're in good shape with our bullpen going into Saturday's game.
Fabio and Gabriel are 2 very young players. To have both of them apiece 3 hit days in a postseason game, what does that mean? Just based on the youth they have and all that.
It's almost June, man. It's May. There's no more freshmen, no more young sophomores. We've got a lot of at-bats, a lot of experience, especially Fabio. Maybe not Milano. But he's a kid that works so hard every day in practice and never took a day off. Showing up to the park every day behind an All-American, and he knew he wasn't going to play. Couvé is going to be in the lineup. He goes for an 0-for-35 slump. He's going to be in the lineup. So, but the fact that he showed up every day and worked hard, and he's that kid that thanks you on the way off the field after every day of practice. Like we're doing him a favor for being there for him. But he worked hard and he got his opportunity. He's ran with it, man. So it's been great to see that happen there.
Coach, first of all, congrats on 100 career wins without the 2 seasons. But your second time in the ACC semifinals in the last 3 years. The last time it was kind of more of a Cinderella run to get there. Is there anything you're taking from that first appearance there as the 8 seed and now being the 5 seed and being in control of 3 straight wins going to the game on Saturday?
No, it's one win at a time. Going up a really good Georgia Tech team and we didn't get to play them during the regular season. That's kind of been a knock on us all season long that we didn't play them or Carolina or Virginia. So now we got an opportunity just to kind of show what we're capable of doing. So we got Siskar on the mound. We're swinging the bats well, playing good defense, and just another game going out trying to win it. Again, sticking to the script. We're not going to overextend anybody to try to win a game or win this tournament. Just kind of getting everybody ready for next week. And if the script plays out and the right guys are in situations to be in the game, then that's what we'll go with.
You look at Claire's out in particular, obviously gets kind of hit early, but then settled in. What you see from him sort of from the first inning to the next and on?
Pitching inside a little better, early on, he just could not get the ball in. Just kind of every time we went inside, he would overthrow and yank it or miss up and in and hit a guy. You got to be able to pitch in. I don't care what your stuff is and all the metrics. If you can't pitch in, if the hitter's not worried about the inner half of the plate, then that really good slider down in the way, they're going to get to it. They're going to spoil it. You make a mistake and hit it hard. So you've got to be able to pitch in. I think all the guys today did a good job of that after the second inning, I guess.
For the last week or so, you guys have really tightened up defensively, especially the last 3 games, big wins. How important is it for you guys to play that style of defense? Because that brand of defense is so crucial to winning, especially games becoming more and more important day by day against better opponents.
Look, our downfall defensively has not been lack of ability. It's more of a lack of concentration at times, making simple errors, right? And we've been focused. I could tell you our practice on Tuesday was not the greatest. I told them, I hope we get all the errors out of the way now in practice, and so far we have. But it's just a focus thing. Everybody that's out on the field in those positions are good enough to make all those plays. It's just concentrating and being ready for the ball to hit to you and being prepared.
And this will be either for Alex or Fabio, but this whole tournament, there's been lots of runs, lots of homers. Saw it 16-10 game prior to your guys' game versus Boston College. Balls are flying out of the yard. Is there more confidence for you as a hitter at the plate playing in this ballpark? How's that impact your approach at the dish in this tournament?
And take that first, Alex, then we'll get Fabio.
Honestly, it's more of just a bonus for a hitter. If the hitter's going up there and aiming for the fences because the ball's traveling a little further, they're not going to have success. So I think just being able to stay within your approach and just trusting yourself, and if the ball goes, it goes kind of thing. I can tell you these guys that are going out there hitting home runs, hitting driving doubles, they're not like, oh, the ball's flying. You know, they're just trying to go up there, have a good approach, and, you know, if it happens, it happens.
Fabio?
Yeah, I mean, same thing what Sosa was saying. Like, you're not going up there finding the home run. Like, it all comes naturally. You know, you put a good swing on the ball, it's eventually going to fly out. So, yeah.
Anybody else here? All right, we'll go to Zoom. Adam Lichtenstein, go ahead.
Hi guys, congrats on the win. My question's for Fabio. Just you guys fall behind early. I know it's still only like the second inning, but to get that home run, your team back ahead. Just have that feel, going around the bases.
I mean, it feels great. You know, first home run of the season. I was telling other guys I'm saving them for playoffs because when it matters the most. You know, you want to be in the big stage. We're not gonna get to Omaha, so everything has to align right now. So now's the perfect time for that. It feels great.
Okay. Last one will go to Justice Sandel. Go ahead, Justice.
Congratulations, guys. Coach, this is for you. It seems that middle part to bottom of your lineup, the way that you've had to rotate it all the way that you have this season, they finally have some consistency with it. Is it just the freshmen that are playing, or how has that all come together, especially the later part of the season with this lineup?
Well, I think the freshmen are definitely playing well and hitting 5, 6, 7 there in the lineup. But then you got Vance Shan there in the bottom in the 8 spot that, coming in, we expected really big things from him. And, unfortunately, he had an injury early in the year. Then he got sick right after that. So he missed like 3 weeks. And it was really, he lost a lot of weight and it really affected his offense more than anything else. So having him down there in the 8 spot is kind of a luxury. And then, Fabio at the 9 spot right now, it's almost like a second leadoff guy. And he can move the ball around, make productive outs, and kind of set up Ogden for some RBI opportunities and get some hits out of it like he did today with that good push button in the 9th inning.